Criminal to deliver the spoils of industry. Crimson are the rivers, bleed our grief into the sea. Steam train running on a restless rail, speeding right into the rising gale. Struggle harder 'cause we're on your tail.
Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Blades in the Dark, the Blackwater Exchange. This is a show about a crew of audacious career criminals and sometimes failed attempts at murder. Sometimes successful attempts at murder as well. Sometimes.
Rarely.
Mostly successful. Mostly, I think.
Yeah.
Possibly things didn't go to plan last time.
No, that was the plan.
That was
We had him right where we wanted.
We absolutely do.
We had Horth right where we wanted.
Good work, Thadeus. We'll be taking our rewards now.
So
Our payoff.
I'm looking forward to payoff tonight. I'm looking forward to payoff. So last we left off, you guys attempted to, at the best of Harvale, the demon, who is almost acting like your patron these days, or certainly an employer. You're making deals with him. Asked you to kill an Una Faris, a young prodigy, early 20s, basically genius. That word's often overused, but not in this case it isn't. Who had discovered, it seems, a conspiracy about the use of electroplasm and how this fuel source has gripped the city and in turn the continent and the world for survival. It's not quite as efficient as the powers that be make out, who of course make their money from it. Now, that being said, you arranged to
Talk with her.
a talk with her, a setup where you were going to kill her, or thought you had. Unfortunately, she'd kind of seen through, or at least very suspicious of the circumstances of the meeting, and went to her, at the time unknown to you, her own patron, someone who's been funding her privately, the one man she thought could protect her. Because she was indeed suspicious of being murdered, as you found from that document, that journal she had of previous deaths.
Mm-hmm.
And that man turned out to be your old friend, Horth von Drakenberg, who, in his own, as you've seen from the party, he has been trying to develop his own fuel source, which you ruined. At least you ruined that presentation. So she went to him, a man of means, power, and influence, and he sent some of his hitmen to the meeting she was meant to be at, where of course you were waiting. You were taken prisoner.
Mm-hmm.
You were brought to the outskirts of Dunslow, into the fields, on the edge of the very edge of the city, towards the Old North Point, the original base of the city, right on the edge of the lightning barriers. And at this time of night, I mean, this is like on the outskirts of the city now, this is where the farms are cultivated, and it's just fields and hills. Fields and hills. No one around, the lights of the city in the distance. And Horth gave you an ultimatum, which was either do as he says or death. He wants you to find out, or basically kill the person who employed you to kill Luna. He's trying to turn the job around. He wants you to do it. You told him it was one of the Bowmore clan, who is one of the 6 most powerful houses in the city, and whose the von Drakenbergs are a noble house, and the von Drakenbergs are a vassal house, of Bowmore, which Thaddeus knew when he made this lie, and purposely chose that to try and at least drive the knife in a little bit to Horth. Horth kind of took on the chin. The nobles play their games and has asked you to basically kill your employer and protect Una, and in turn he'll let you live. And if you don't do this, he said he'll kill you. Save him doing it. So that's your options. And the last we left off was this failed score, as he said he would let you walk back to the city to think about your options. So as Thaddeus and Merrick walk the several hours walk back into the city through these vast fields, this, just pitch black, That's where you pick up.
Yes.
Yeah, it went very well.
Unfortunately, you had a desperate situation, a desperate role to start with. And just, a couple of things just outside your guys' knowledge that, Una had a patron who was looking after her and she was scared of death and she has some protect her.
But she will die this episode. Will she not?
Yes.
So,
Yes, she will.
I feel like you guys will get back to like the Silken Noose like in the early hours. By the time you've got back and walked in, like
Yes.
Yeah.
people are getting up for work now and you've been walking all night. Like by this point, like your blisters will start to form, your legs will hurt. Like there are no carriages in Doskvol at that time of night that far out of the city. Like you are taken right to the edge. Kind of place where if you put someone in an unmarked grave, even the best of crows are going to have a hard time finding them.
Yes.
So payoff. After a score, you take stock of your income operation. A successful score generates both rep and coin. The score, unfortunately, was not successful. So you earn no rep and no coin.
Boo.
Dang.
Dang indeed.
Dang.
Indeed. I mean, guys, we have a rough one there. I would say you will still get 2 coin from your generic incomes.
Okay.
That is it. The crows will not be taking any because they don't know you've done a job.
Yeah.
So you get a little bit of money.
The vault does not want to open.
Vault won't open. It's locked too hard. Locked too tight.
So we got 8 coin in there now.
Yeah.
You get no rep.
No rep.
No rep.
Heat.
We don't get any heat either. Sure.
Heat. Because Doskvol is a city of prying eyes. There is always someone watching. Always watching. Someone is always watching.
So we don't get the good stuff. We only get the bad stuff.
You get the bad stuff, unfortunately.
Those 2 thugs are trespassing in that field. One heat.
Yeah.
Some old farmer is pointing his shotgun at us.
And there's also the scuffle in the warehouse.
Yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
A couple of carriages pulling up. I would say you'd get a heat, but I believe you can negate that, right?
We can certainly can.
How do you know about that?
So in net, you
should
get no heat.
No heat.
You get no heat. So they would get 1, but you get none. I mean,
We've got high society contacts.
Yeah, I mean, because if 2 is standard, without killing and that kind of thing, you've got high society contacts. Yeah, so it's negligible heat you're gonna get from that. You didn't kill anyone openly.
No.
You're not in war. It's not hostile turf. It does a scuffle down. A warehouse. The
Yeah.
I've heard about it. There's no bodies. They go, right off. Just another one. Another fight in Doskvol.
Yeah.
Is what it is. However, we do get supposed to roll entanglements. So, what is your current wanted level?
Our current wanted level is 1.
What's your current heat level?
Our current heat level is 0.
So I roll 1 dice on this chart and I take it.
Because we
Certainly do.
We sent our boy
That
to
is
jail.
a 3.
Send your boy to jail.
We sent LaRose to, not LaRose, what's his name? Harker. Harker, he's in jail for a couple of months.
Oh, this works.
Years.
This actually works out quite
I think
perfectly.
it was 6 months or so, but I think we're going to try and get that down.
This works out really well.
Oh no.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
So recently, the Blackwater Exchange got some serious heat at one point. You up to level 3 or 4. So the level,
Like the wanted level 3. Or
wanted
something.
levels go up. So heat goes up, and then when the heat reaches 10, it resets to a wanted level, and a wanted level is permanent unless you reduce it by sending in the jail. So Harker took the fall for your crimes, or some of them. However, over the last few weeks, you guys making more and more noise. Harker's gone to jail for you. Your sister-in-law has been arrested.
Yes.
Your vice dealer, Helene, has been arrested.
LaRose has also been...
LaRose has not only been arrested, but he's not been let go, and he's facing trial for corruption.
Yeah, we're doing well at this game.
Yeah. Hey, we're doing fine.
Yeah.
It's everyone around us that's the problem.
And what's happening is, it seems like you made a bit of noise, and people at the Blue Coats have definitely got following you guys and coming after you.
Blue Coats are always after us.
They're always after you.
The blue...
They're always after you.
Why won't everyone leave us alone? We're just trying to sell our drugs in peace. What happens, Matt?
What happens well? So the good news is the Blue Coats aren't after you this session.
Oh,
Okay.
That's the good news,
Yeah.
right? The bad news is you hear that Flint's been arrested.
Oh, for God's sake! Flint, our expert.
Flint?
Yeah, Flint.
What's he even... He isn't...
What's he even
You
done?
also recall
He's never
He
there!
gets rid of our bodies.
You also recall that he gets rid of your bodies. That he's also got a very valuable piece of sculling.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it's in his office.
Yeah. That's where you left it with him. But you asked him to find out about it. So, as soon as you get back in, you walked through the door of the Silken Noose before one of your local salesmen, in their cheap used car dealership salesman suit, with his little, blue Silken Noose, is there going, boss, that doctor, we deal with that Flint. The blue coats, they arrested him, and he's asking for you guys. We just got the news now. What do you want to do?
How much do they want to release him?
It's a bail. He's just asked for you. That's all I got. Is he just asked you to go down there. That's literally all I got.
What were the charges?
I don't know quite a lot yet.
Let's just leave him overnight. Think of what he's done, bringing our name into this. We'll go visit him in the morning. Could spend a night in the pen tonight.
Okay, if you're sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he said it was urgent, but you're the boss.
Yeah.
Bosses.
Hopefully the skull is not falling into any other hands.
Yeah. We won't go straight away. We'll go in the morning.
Okay, cool. So, what do you guys wish to do?
Go to the. What do you want to do?
No good.
I was going to say, first thing I'll go to the police office, police station, and ask after Dr. Flint.
So what was Flint's?
He was independent and unreliable.
That was unreliable.
Clearly not as independent as...
Well, he can be trusted to make good decisions.
He can independently get himself caught by the police, by the blue coat.
So you got to see him next morning? I'm guessing you guys get a good long sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to see him. He has been brought in for questioning, it seems, and you guys are taken into a room with him.
Okay.
You're not his lawyers, so unless you go as his lawyers. You're not going to get a private room otherwise. I mean, you can go and talk to him, you can have a visitation, but it's not private. In a private room, it has to be with a lawyer.
I'm going to ask. Yeah, I'll just ask.
Or his defence.
I'll just ask him why he's called for us. What's this got to do with?
Well, you see, I was trying to. I mean, you sit in the room, you sit on his interrogation room. The cell door's open. It's left open for you, but he's sitting there cuffed. His slicked hair is, slicked back, but he looks every bit the dapper gentleman he is still. But just a worse version of him. Clearly one that's been not roughed up, but not treated well. As no one is treated well in these prisons. He's been taken to the Brightstone holding area as well.
Okay.
Well, you see, I was looking into the skull, and as is my one, sometimes I like to dabble in the alcoholic arts. Man of refined taste, and one thing led to another, and then he tried some of the opium, and
right. You got pissed. Get to the point. What happened?
Well, you see, I was unfortunately arrested for some misdemeanor or less. But I had in my possession at the time a certain artifact with carvings and glyphs upon it. Remains, you could see, that I found, he said out loud to the blue coats, in the street.
And what happened to this artifact?
Well, you see, when I was brought in, and you must understand this, I'm remembering as best I can here, I was questioned about it quite intensely. I have not yet seen it since. I know how valuable it is for you, so I thought it's best to make you aware. I mean, I will be released, of course, soon, no trouble.
Well, they won't be returning the skull to you. That's what you're trying to say.
Well, I have no idea where it is, and they seem to take a certain interest in it beyond the norm.
Okay. Well, thanks for your help, Dr. Flint. I mean, enjoy your stay. We'll see you on the outside.
Well, it'll be long. I mean, imagine I'll be in the moat in a few hours now at this rate. I mean, There's nothing to say to mine. There's no blood, no body. But of course, I thought it should be made aware.
Thank you.
Is that all you wanted to?
No,
Make us aware of?
if you'd like to pay the bail, that would be most helpful and allow me out sooner. But I can afford it, so But we're friends, aren't we? So.
I'll say I think we have a good working relationship, and we'll just walk out.
Cold. So yeah, he's saying that the blue coat's taking the skull off him. He doesn't think he'll get it back. It's the impression you've got. Right to say.
Okay.
So someone took it off him. He doesn't know who yet.
Yeah.
On this note as well, you can lose face with this, and you will lose. What's your current tier? 2, right? 1.
We are tier
1
1
strong. You'll lose 2 rep for this, or you can make an example of Flint. In the underworld, you'll lose a bit of rep that one of your crew got taken in, and it'll get around that you lost something of yours. So we can either resolve it some other way, take the rep hit, or make an example of him. You haven't really decided right now?
Yeah.
Just something to think about.
Let's decide at some point.
I don't know how we'd make an example of him.
No, not really. We're not.
We're
We're kind of a bit of a remote professional relationship more than anything.
We'll
So
just
I
have to
think-
take the rep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just take the
I think
rep.
we'll
hit.
take it.
Fine. If you
can
can
afford
try and resolve it as well, another way, and an idea resolution would be there, like you get it back or something like that. You let it get out that okay, yeah, one of our guys fucked up, we'll deal with it eternally, but we fixed it, and that will still maintain your reputation. There's also that option as well.
But yeah, I mean, we've just got too much going on to really deal with getting the school back.
Yeah. I don't think we really want to publicise any of this either.
Yeah, we'll just
So-
make a note that the school's there in case we need to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, mark off 2 rep.
Yeah.
So it's downtime.
Downtime. Right.
Something else.
Do you know what you want to do?
There's one thing that I kind of want to do. It's not necessarily a downtime action per se, but it's just a bit of free play. I want to see in any newspapers or anything like that if anything's happened to Brill,
Oh, interesting.
because obviously we've got this relationship with Harvale. Merrick's a bit kind of iffy about it at this point, and there was at one point a thinly veiled threat from Harvale to Brill. So I think Merrick's just kind of wants to.
Can you remind me of the threat? Which one of the threat? I want to make sure we're on the same page here.
Yeah. So when at one point, I think it was the first time we met Harvale, just after Thaddeus had left. He then said something along the lines of, "It'd be good, would it be good if Brill were
yes.
to disappear?" or
Yes,
something like that.
I recall quite correctly. Because Brill made a very frail threat to you guys as well. When you weren't there, he left with Margaret, saying, "I'll see you around."
Yeah, and we've not really seen him since or come across him since. So
Yeah.
I think it's just kind of going through Merrick in the mind of clearly Harvale's not happy with us at the moment. He just wants to see if anything's happened on that front.
Yeah, no, it's an excellent thought, that Merrick. Excellent thought. So, are you reading the paper? You say you're looking for news about specifically about Brill.
Yeah.
What action would you like to roll for
I
this?
think it's a study.
I think study seems excellent. I mean, it's not particularly risky. It's gather information action, so it's just the quality of information you get.
Yep.
So yeah, make your roll, man. The higher the option, the better the outcome.
He is definitely not the city's elite, so I can't get my extra dice from that.
He isn't. No.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't count. It wouldn't
Cool.
count.
Study roll 2!
2.
I find nothing. Cool.
Just double check what you actually do get. I think it's poor information or gossip or hearsay. I'll just double check. It's been a while since we've done the gather information. Go.
Yeah.
Limited. You get incomplete or partial information. More information gathering will be needed to get all the answers. Incomplete or partial on Brill. What is Brill currently got to? Brill. You've heard rumours. There's nothing in the papers per se. But as you've asked some of your crew and just guys who know you, and just you hear the odd description here and there, and as you're hearing some of your crew talk over the coming days, one piece of information jumps out at you. Who was that you talking about? You seen another dealer? Yeah, another vice dealer. Who was that? And they describe something that looks a bit like Brill. And apparently, you do believed he's working for the Red Sashes.
Of course.
Now you know Brill from your time in the past. He's one that Brill makes money however he can.
Yeah.
You know, he's a bit like he's. I think he's that mirror to Merrick.
He's like me. Yeah, completely.
You know, he does whatever he can do. You know, he does whatever jobs need to be done to make money.
Yeah.
And if Vice Dealer's on that list, then Vice Dealer's he'll be a Vice Dealer for a bit. You know, and he has affiliated with various crews in the past. So.
Okay, but I get the impression that he is still.
You think he's in
alive?
the area?
Yeah,
He's alive. He's in the area.
Okay, cool. Okay. I think Merrick's paranoia is sated for now.
Paranoid. You're paranoid. You're paranoid.
You're the paranoid one, actually. Yeah.
Speaking of paranoid, have I heard anything else back from my PI?
So Thaddeus is having Merrick tailed by a PI.
Or at least his information, his history. I want his backlog of happenings and goings on, really. See what he's been up to, where he's from, what ties he's got. Because I only really know about the Merrick, the Doskvol Merrick. I don't really know much about him before.
Yeah.
Or even like when he first came here, like what
Yeah, and I'm not one to particularly talk about my past.
No.
Especially given your... I'm going to use the word racism.
Absolutely, like stone cold racist.
I'll keep that bubbling over. I don't need any answers today, but something for the future.
Yeah. You find out that Merrick is from Aruvia. I know.
So Holtz Clermont of Charter Hall.
Yes, Holtz.
He was the person you employed to look into Merrick's past. Let's roll a gather information roll.
What tier is he?
Now, I'm going to say he's going to get 2 dice on this because it's been a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So we'll see how much he's dug up about Merrick.
6 to 4.
So I think you get great information.
Ooh, sounds good.
So, great, you get exceptional details. The information is complete and follow-up questions may expand into related areas or reveal more than you hoped.
I just want
So
some
what do you
insurance.
want to know?
Right, Thaddeus just wants some insurance.
Yeah.
For that, if things go badly between
Yeah.
our relationship, that I've got some collateral against him. So I've got something to.
The foundation of all great working relationships, blackmail material.
It's not even blackmail material, just things.
Blackmail material.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, basically.
Does Thaddeus know about Merrick's history with the Leviathan Hunters?
Probably, yeah. I don't
Yeah, I've known his dad is a captain or something like that. I mean,
what do you know about his university days?
What?
I know his criminal history basically.
Yeah.
Like, cause.
So what do you think you would know, Merrick? Older than that, though.
So what is he doing to like?
Let me just check my notes.
How is he investigating me? I guess.
So
any way that I like
Paul's
PI.
Clermont
Yeah.
will follow you. He will have followed you.
Okay.
In fact, you know what? Let's roll to see if you spot him as well. Let's give Holt, what do you reckon? Right, how do you do this? You want to give Holtz a fortune roll? So he's got to gather information.
Yeah.
We give him a fortune roll to see how well he hides.
Okay.
Or do you want to use one of your actions to see if you spot him? I'm happy to do either. What do you reckon's good there? What do you reckon works as a group?
I want Merrick to use his hunt.
His 1 die hunt or his negative hunt.
to disadvantage hunt.
He doesn't know he's being tailed, so would he hunt
I
someone?
don't
Probably
think
not.
give me a hunt, would it?
No, because you don't know you're being tailed, right? So why
I
would you
don't really
hunt
think.
someone?
I don't think any of them like fit particularly
So
well.
Let's do his ability then.
Let's do his.
So give him 2 dice.
Because I'm not the one doing the
Yeah,
passive.
let's do 2 dice and let's just see how well he does.
4.
A 4. So Merrick, you definitely know that
That's a
you
pass.
feel like someone's possibly been following you. More
Okay.
now, you've had that weird thing a while ago where that person was just staring at you.
Yeah.
And that's happened twice. So maybe you're a bit more aware of people following.
I guess as
Absolutely.
career criminals though, like you probably get that feeling a lot anyway.
Yeah.
Like especially in a certain situation we're in.
I agree.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's what he gets. Here's where he sees I go, and this is my next downtime action.
Yeah, go.
Because Merrick has been poking around the university looking for some secret society members. And
Oh
you kind of
shit!
get
Yeah, because I don't know about that.
No,
Oh,
you do not.
Yeah.
You do now.
I don't know you're tainted. I don't know you're
No.
tainted, and I don't know you may be seduced by the Leviathan song.
Exactly. So what you get is that Merrick is kind of going to this university and seems to be poking around looking for, or like seems to be in some way connected with some kind of secret societies that's going on there.
Right. Okay. And I'm guessing the PI would be able to point me in the direction of which secret societies it is, or is it more like?
Well, let's see if I can find them, because I am trying to rekindle my university contacts.
yeah.
That is one of my long-term projects going on at the moment, and I would like to...
So literally, this is happening live. What
Yeah,
Holtz is seeing.
we're doing it live!
It's like this is the information you're getting from Holtz now. Like,
Yep.
if this was a show, you'd have a split screen. You see Merrick doing it, while Holtz relays it.
Yeah. Just poking around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, Holtz follows people. He looks into their research, history, military kind of thing. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So it's cool. So we'll actually take it.
So last time we kind of went to the university and like started poking around. I think at this point I'd kind of like to. I've probably got a rough idea at the moment, so I'd like to try and consort with people that I think might be close to it.
Okay. Okay.
Because I can't remember what I did last time.
Try out some secret handshakes.
Yeah,
Just see if it works,
on
and
random guys, like just come up to them and be like,
Yeah.
2 shakes.
not
and a
you.
twist.
Holtz, claim on. There he is.
Love him. Good fella.
Okay, so I'm gonna consort.
He's certainly go for it.
Does it have a physical effect, or is it just gather information?
You'll know this. Oh, it's not. It's a thing rolls. This is the higher you get, the more tips.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
of course it is. Yeah. Okay, consort.
Oh, you got 2 ticks.
2 ticks.
1, 4, 3, 2 ticks.
So what are you on now currently? 5 to rekindle
No, 5.
university contact.
Spend a coin to, or a rep actually. We don't have any rep. Oh no, that's.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a coin.
And the coins make a 6.
I'm gonna spend a coin.
Rekindle your university contacts. So
And maybe that's something else Thadeus figures out, that I'm spending money on this secret society.
I
From
don't-
the vault and everything.
I don't look into the finances. That's one thing I'm paranoid about. Mate.
Okay.
So, spend a little bit of money to grease some palms, possibly. You're hanging around the university looking for your contacts.
He enrolls in like a night class to get close to people.
Let's see
Eruvian.
who you,
Basic Eruvian
Eruvian
101. You're just awesome at it.
who you meet.
No, that's wrong. That's wrong.
That's right.
Let's have a look. So first of all, you're going to be pointed to a tavern.
I just give it a bit of an overview of why I'm doing this, because it's been a while. This is mainly because of the whole tainted thing, that he's trying to find out and do a bit of research into that and find out why he's tainted.
Is that something that Merrick feels as well in his everyday being, that there's something like fundamentally wrong with his psyche?
He's felt a bit weird about it since the whole Tactrosi thing,
Right.
but kind of dismissed it. Until
But is it like ever present, or is it like, does it flare up at certain points? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I think it's mixed up. There is definitely an ever-present just kind of anxiety there,
yeah,
but scope. It all kind of came to a head with the scope thing.
yes.
It's come to a head for
Oh,
both.
because
both of the
some
scope thing.
weird
'Cause he-
supernatural
'cause he
shit
felt
came
that
on.
as well as
Yeah,
you saw it.
Yeah. Which is again one of the reasons why Thaddeus is paranoid, because
Absolutely.
Merrick did this whole. He sort of like seemed to hover or like go through the air supernaturally, basically, when he was attacking someone.
Yeah, my idea around that event is that's kind of affected both of us,
Yeah.
but in ways that we're not talking to each other about.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
Hey,
You're keeping secrets though.
yeah.
And plus, you knew something happened to you when you got like basically
what's it called when a ghost goes into your body?
Possessed.
Yeah, by a Tycherosi pirate.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
And I think Merrick for a long time assumed that it was something Harvale was doing, and then confronted Harvale, but now...
Oh yeah, and he flipped out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you are directed to the Hooded Fox.
Okay.
The Hooded Fox is a tavern located in the Bohemian kind of district of Charlton.
So I was looking for Holt. What's his name?
Holt's Clermont. I don't know why he's something French, but he is.
Cheers.
Yes, so it's the Hooded Fox, a tavern located in the Bohemian part of Charterhall. It's a haunt of divas, of students, of degenerates, artists, writers, the creative lot of the university in Charterhall. It's not quite to the level of Silkshore. Silkshore is, the Bohemian district. It's the place for artists, writers, but it's
not quite as overrun by hipsters.
Not as much, no. But those who either, who go back to work in the week, who don't want to make the trek across the Silkshore every day, that's where they go, one of them. But it's a whole lot of the university students. And you are directed there from people you meet, and maybe a little bit of coins, kind of greased on some palms, and the kind of, you're a very persuasive person. So as you walk through the halls, thinking back all the great times you had there, and the people where you would know where to go and just ask, and going around the typical university bars and buying drinks and just mingling with students and just getting to, where would I look for, if I was trying to, everyone knows about some of the stuff that goes on here, where's a good place to get some gossip? You're continually pointed to this tavern. And as you spend 2 nights there, the first night you go there, you have a drink, you keep yourself to yourself for the most part, and just observe. You do notice a group that they come as individuals or in pairs or in 3 small numbers, and there's about 10 of them in the end, that then after they've all come together go into a back room. And this phrase you kept hearing or this term you kept hearing was the clan of the rose. Now a rose in Doskvol is almost a mythical flower. It's so hard to grow, foliage or greenery here due to the lack of sun. A lot of what does grow is either used by electroplasm to create UV lights. So flowers are very highly sought after. They are status symbols, and in the same way that you get flowers from Church in our world, it means you get a little bit that little bit much more in Doskvol, because you can get them on. There are florists. They're not out of anyone's reach, but it's a bit more of an expensive treat for someone. But things like rose, for example, it is a status symbol in the sense that it costs a lot to grow and breed them and maintain them. So to buy one, and it's seen as everything is in our world, just that little bit more valuable. So the Clan of the Rose is an interesting name, Merrick would realise, because it's almost suggests kind of money and beauty and like everything that a rose is associated with, but for university students. But you don't hear a lot of what they do or what they talk about. You just know they meet, where they meet, and now at least when they meet.
Okay.
But everyone you talk to, everyone you drink with, all direct you to the Clan of the Rose and meeting the Hooded Fox. And if you're looking for secrets and stories and gossip, they're the ones. Hey, probably means nothing, right? Students, the drunk, the cult, ghost, woo activities. But if you want to try, that's where you should try. That's the kind of vibe you get.
And was he halts outside this tavern looking as Merrick goes
The whole
in,
time out through the window.
followed by Cult of the Rose members.
Yeah, you see a moustache gentleman, wearing like a 3-piece suit, brow, nothing special. Nothing. Door walks in, you pay him no mind. He has a drink at the bar. You don't see him staring at you a little bit, like over his paper.
How much does he hear?
Who? Merrick or Holtz?
Holtz, does he hear?
You've just heard everything everything.
He hears the words "Call the Rose."
Oh yeah, he'll have heard that. Like Merrick's been at it either not, but yeah, because Merrick will have heard of it and then asked about it. He'll have heard that Merrick's asking for that phrase. Yeah.
And it was the Call of the Rose.
Cult of the
Rose.
Oh, the clan. Sorry,
Clan of the Rose.
Clan of the
Sorry,
Rose.
I knew it was a city.
Clan of the Rose.
That would interest Thadeus very, very much.
Would it
that Merrick's in a secret society where he's looking for one. Okay, fair enough. Thadeus, while his lackey is out spying on Merrick, he's going
going to try and complete this Dead Have Highways clock. I believe in last session I was using one of our gang members' Tombstone, who's a bit of a...
She's an Arcane Whisper.
Arcane Whisper, yes. She jumped on the idea of basically trying to find a way to... so the Dead Have Highways is...
Travel in the Ghost
Travel
Field.
in the Ghost Field.
Safer, and you being able to transport across the city far quicker than in terms of reality, because it has
Yeah, it's like a
shortcuts.
warp gate
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Yeah.
Right. And I sort of feel like... Or Thadeus feels like there's some connection between the Ghost Field and being able to basically recall memories perfectly.
Mhm.
Or choice memories perfectly, which is what he's trying to do. That's what the Tycherosi pirates have sort of like asked us to do for them. We're sort of like halfway there in that we can recall neutral memories, if you like, but now we're trying to recall any memory via
Yeah.
choice. And I believe the answer lays in this Dead Have Highways or the Ghost Field. So I'm going to do some work on that anyway.
Okay, go for it.
Again, it's going to be a tinker, I think.
Yeah. So your basic experiment with the drug, and she's your guinea pig, right?
Yeah, she's my guinea pig. We'll just continue the experiments, feed her a bit, ask her how it's getting on, adjust the levels and all that good stuff. So a 2 and a 1.
So it's one tick.
Yes. It is 1 tick.
Tick. Can spend a coin.
Yes.
Spend a coin. Spend all the coin.
So you have to actually spend the coin because what you give Tombstone, not track commission.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she is not gonna go away for a bit. She recovers, but like that day, she is out of it. Like she's gone so deep into her memories that she's struggling to differentiate what, like, she talks to you like you're someone else. She's struggling to recall what's in front of what isn't, and you have to basically get some of your gang members on overtime to cover her duties.
Right. Okay. Fair
I'm
enough.
going to
she's back.
basically tell you to not break Tombstone.
And when she's back, she's like, "Oh no,
She was already broken.
that was pretty cool. That, you know, I mean, woo,
Have you figured it out?
feel well."
What do you think we've been doing here for 3 days?
It's been 3 days.
Do you need it? Are you okay? Should I get you a cushion or something?
I'm
Do
fine.
you need a glass of water?
Yes.
Uh,
I have the worst dry mouth.
is that a side effect? I'll have to put that on the bottle.
Yes, it causes dry mouth. She's okay. She's pretty out of it, but she's okay. I mean, more than usual.
Yes.
She comes back to it. She's only using one voice, which is rare for her.
I think we fixed it. I'll say Merrick.
Yeah, that's the immediate. She was all like this and suddenly like that, and now she's just kind of like, yeah.
She's been leveled out.
Yeah. Almost.
Okay.
Almost clear.
Cool.
Lucid. If that word can ever be applied to her.
So, what do we actually find out? The Dead Have Highways.
Have you done it?
Yes,
You
we've
finished it.
yeah.
Oh, you finished it. Excellent. So as you recover, she's gone so far and so deep, man. It's like Inception. She's gone so far, she comes deep. When she comes out, it takes about 24 hours for her to fully recover now. To recover to the point where she can explain it as well.
Yeah.
So you've been sending her into recall.
We've given her a recall
Yeah.
and basically asking her to try and attune to the ghost field to get some extra energy or like some supernatural power to sort of like delve into her own mind. I guess the Dead Have Highways is sort of like a link because you'd probably have to imagine where you go in the city or something like that. You know, you'd have to try and link it in that way. And perhaps the drug is a way to open her consciousness in order to do that.
So, she tells you what Tombstone explains to you as best she can, but what you get from it as you go back and forth, ask questions, and make notes. She keeps talking about the doors of perception.
Yeah.
And Roadhouse Blues. The doors of perception and the gateways to heaven and hell.
Yeah.
And that Dead Have Highways runs between them. and that when you pass through these doors of perception, which you interpret as the ghost field, you tune with the ghost field, you pass through the doorway. These doors, these portals that open in one will lead to another very far away, but they're connected much far quicker. So it is almost like, it's basically, as we discussed earlier, it's warp gating.
Yeah.
And she has started to memory map what doors lead where.
Right, okay.
She also can point roughly, but it fades very quickly. When she's come to, she's like, I know there are places on the map of the city,
Yeah.
but she can't pinpoint it.
Right.
Where the dead do congregate in bigger numbers and run through. So even though they're not in the city, but the echoes of the ghost field, the memories, the ones that are there are points where they congregate.
Okay.
You've heard this from the gondoliers, who do destroy spirit wells. Spirit wells are basically tears in fabric of reality, where the dead basically spill through. So even like a hole punch through, and they come out of it. And they're known for destroying them. The Silver Nails also do a similar thing, where they basically keep the city clear, as well as the barricade, the lightning barriers keeping the ghosts out. They keep it from being destroyed from within. And the Spirit Wardens are super on this. The Spirit Wardens and the Gondoliers have a very good relationship, because they're almost like, Gondoliers are almost like deputized Spirit Wardens for the work they do. But Tombstone can't, by the time that she's lucid enough to tell you, she can't pinpoint them when she remembers them. But she's been able to memory map and feel her basically through the ghost field. If I open this door, it will, or I walk this way, or I go on this road, the perception, physics, time and distance is inverted, but this leads here. So, Cook Street in Doskvol, in reality Doskvol, might lead to, Gemstone Avenue, which might lead, whatever, and Baker's Row. But Cook Street in the ghost field, if you enter that alleyway, or if you turn at that time, actually takes you to another part of the city.
Okay.
And she started to be able to memory those.
I'll ask Tombstone if these highways are citywide or worldwide.
She's only gone so far as the city, but she wouldn't know further. But she's definitely intrigued by the possibility of being able to travel even further distances.
If we could tap into this power, we could have a transportation network.
Potentially. That's a good idea. I'm going to ask Tombstone whether she experimented with, instead of turning her consciousness outwards to the city, she turned it inwards to unlock doors within her own mind.
Not yet.
Okay.
No. She.
Because that's what we want. That's what we want to do, basically.
Yeah, but you're working on dead highways to get that. So she's figured out dead highways. If you want to now start, because isn't there a separate clock for edit recall?
No,
we've already done that one.
Already done that one
For neutral memories.
For
neutral memories. So now I wanted to turn her consciousness internal.
Okay.
And sort of like explore her own mind, I suppose.
Okay.
Or at least I'm going to ask her whether it's difficult to explain. I guess
if you want to be able to choose the memories, what she would tell you is you're on the right path. That the ghost field has perfect memory echoes.
Right. Okay.
And that, I mean, you see it, and actually in the previous game you guys seen these. This is how.
So would someone have to travel to, in the ghost field? Would they have to travel via the highway to a specific location to where that happened, and then tap into it there, or?
If you imagine that the ghost field, so if you want, so you can visibly see memories,
Yeah.
because you see what happened. Tell you what. Why don't you make an intrusion if you want to?
Oh god, this
If
is always bad.
you
Like,
want to.
I will do it.
What's the position and effect?
Risky standards.
I will do it, and I will push myself to take.
Or you can take desperate break.
Are you pushing yourself?
Yeah, I'll do desperate grade.
Desperate break. Okay, so what you're doing here is she's going to take you with her.
Cool.
Tombstone will take you with her.
Okay.
So you see in Tombstone start to attune. You do the same. And suddenly the world around you fades. Where are you doing this?
In the workshop.
In the workshop downstairs.
Okay.
In the sewers.
It's like the Matrix. We have like Jeff
Yeah.
and
What around you fades
Yeah.
and becomes a hazy blue, like a light blue. It's ethereal, almost plain.
Yes.
So make it roll.
dice.
Desperate standard.
Yeah, 2 dice. I've pushed myself,
Okay.
so I'm now on 6 stress.
So Tombstone is taking you into the ghost field. You both attuned to it. She's far more experienced. She's going to walk through it. Or try to.
Here we go! 5 and a 4!
5 and a 4.
I'll tick that off.
So, as you walk out of the workshop, you ascend the stairs, this blue haze around you. You, out the corner of your eye constantly, it's almost like a constant flicker, like a flickering light.
Right.
And when you start to focus on it, you just see it's just these scenes, just overlapped. Hours, days, weeks, even some centuries possibly, of these different scenes playing over and over and over. That this city almost has a memory, a permanent memory of everything that's ever happened at any point in the city is somewhere there if you are able to see it or able to find it. And that's where she points you. If you look there, see, that's the memories.
Yeah.
They're all around us. They're all around us. And then as you kind of focus on one of them, you suddenly, Merrick, you see, if you're with him, you'd see this, you suddenly start to fall to the ground choking.
Fall to what?
You fall to the ground choking.
Oh, right, okay.
And you can't breathe. Take level 1 harm, strangled.
Okay. What sort of damage is it? Is it inside
it's
prowess?
physical.
So it's
You can resist it if you want.
yeah. Which sorry. So it's
It's going to be prowess, 'cause it's physical.
prowess. Sorry, it's physical.
Yeah. You fall to the ground choking.
And we get. Oh, sorry. Just as a side note, we got an upgrade last time for
Oh, yes, you did.
our gang. We decided to take it from another gang, which is the Bravos gang. It's called Forged in the Fire, and we get a +1d for resistance rolls. Basically,
Because you
we're
guys need to
tougher.
make them. Yeah,
We're
you,
tough.
You've gone through some shit recently.
Yeah.
So I'll be rolling 5 dice.
We're going to resist everything.
5 dice to resist prowess. Holy fuck. You're an absolute unit.
I mean, look at all those dots.
You are an absolute unit.
All those dots.
But no, I'll
There.
just take the harm. I'll take strangled.
Take strangled.
Yeah.
Before you come to.
Okay.
And standing above you, like directly above you, looking down, as Tombstone going. You see it, didn't you?
Yes.
And what you recall is someone strangling you. And you realise it wasn't you. You were actually living through someone else's memory.
Right. Okay.
And in turn, the side effects of someone undoubtedly strangling you. Whatever that was at that point, somewhere in that alleyway, at some point in the city, and you don't know how far, someone was being attacked, and all you recall was these big meaty hands around your neck. And that's you awake, coughing, choking, as you de-attune from it. As you, last thing you remember is a scuffle, and someone on top of you trying to strangle you. So what you realise is there are indeed memories on there. Now, whether that's what you were after, who knows?
Yeah.
Because does it only work in the city? Maybe does it work outside the city? Is it because of the drug? No, but you do know that if there's a connection between the drug and a ghost field, the city at least has memories.
Yes. You know what?
And you also experience someone else's physically as that person. So it must have been a very strong memory, possibly a murder.
Yeah.
Something to
So
basically
like
scar the field
memories,
and scar the field, and you would actually not just an observer, but an actual participant of it.
You know what? I think the answer might lie, like developing a drug which opens your consciousness, basically, like as like Spice from Dune, sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like opens your consciousness, so you can then use the recall to basically travel your own memories, basically, in a way. I don't know though. Probably. I'll leave it for now. I'll sit on it.
What would Thadeus think after experiencing that, looking at Tombstone, knowing how she travels these places?
I'll ask her like how do you stay out of trouble? It's dangerous in there.
And with that, she'd look at you, and you get the sense that in the time you've known Tombstone, this is probably the most sane she's ever been.
Yeah.
She'd look at you and she goes, if you want to start going to the ghost field, you can't remain fully human. The price is too high, if that's the power you seek.
I don't want to fucking go back in there ever. But I've a newfound respect for you, Tombstone. I didn't realise how treacherous all that mucking about with ghosts was. especially travelling between reality and the ghost field. It's dangerous work. You want to be careful. And I know you don't need me to say that. But no, I won't be travelling in the ghost field anytime soon. I think that was a one-way trip. For my second action, I'm going to go home and stress relief, basically.
Okay.
My family are back in town.
Tombstone won't say a word to you, she'll just watch you go. None of your words.
I will try and do some stress relief. So, it's 3 dice, sorry. Crit.
Nice.
Crit. Even though it doesn't do anything.
How much stress do you have?
6, so it goes down to 0.
So you can't even
That's why I push myself in
Yeah.
for the thing. For the thingy.
Nice. Spend the time with your family as they are back from the Imperial City. Remind Thadeus everything he's doing it for. All the reasons he is doing this for.
And how much shit he is in because of it. Do you know what you're doing?
So
So when they don't have highways now, Tombstone can transport you across the city.
I don't. Sorry, I'm not retconning. I have an ability which lets me distribute 2 ticks.
It does,
so,
yeah.
So I'm gonna. I've spent a coin to.
Oh yeah,
tick,
totally
so
right.
I'll
Yeah,
open it back.
you're totally correct.
yes, of course.
You're totally
Just
right.
to take that clock there, instead of spending a coin, I'm going to use my ability. I'll use one of my ticks, basically.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
you're always tinkering.
Yes.
You're an analyst. I think my next course of action is going to be to try and find out about the tainted stuff. So, I've been watching Clan of the Rose.
Okay.
I think I want to pull one of the members aside. One of the ones that looks like they might know something might be like a higher ranking member.
Yeah.
And I want to make allusions to the fact that I'm watching them and I am interested in what they do and that I have questions. And see how open they are to discussing.
You doing this in the bar?
Yeah.
Where do you do it?
I think I do it. I think I follow them from the bar. I think I do it just as one of them's walking home, like target one of them,
Yeah.
follow them home, and then I'll follow them to somewhere a bit more remote on their way home.
Okay. What do you do? Do you grab them in the street? Do you walk up to them? Do you confront them?
Yeah, I think I just confront them. I just
Is it like, do you want to follow them and you suddenly you walk a little faster and you get up alongside them and start talking, or do you want to suddenly appear in front of them and be like, I know what you are? How do you want to do it?
I think, I envision it being more like I'm just in front of them at one point.
You just
yeah.
shadow
I just
yeah. Intimidating or friendly?
Not
or
necessarily to be intimidating, but just to be like, I want his attention.
Okay.
This is it. This is you and me talking.
The next question is male or female? Which one do you follow?
Male.
You go for the male. Okay. So, as he is walking home, so you see the gathering go into the back room, as you've seen several times. You see them well. As they begin to have a drink, they talk about the weather and studies and classes and politics of the city, and they begin to filter. One of the last to leave is a slightly older looking gentleman, probably older than most of them there. If the average age of them is probably about early 20s, he's probably about 25.
Yeah.
Mousy kind of brown hair, his mouse matches mousy features. He's coming out like a bit of stubble, like hasn't shaved a few days. Wearing pretty simple as work, white shirt, sleeves rolled up, top shirt, top button undone, no tie. Just working his pants, puts a jacket on.
Yeah, it looks a bit studenty then.
A bit studenty, possibly some kind of maybe like one of a assistant lecturer. Someone who studies and works.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Probably still studying, but not full time. He's definitely got to make some money somewhere. And as you see him walking out, you follow him. And as you see where he's going, you actually cut through one of the alleys, come up, and then suddenly you're just almost intersecting like a T-junction in the street of Charlton. And it's kind of, you do it between two lights, so it's not quite dark, but it's definitely not under a gas light either.
Yeah.
At the end of the street, you see two blue coats walk away, crossing the street, going perpendicular, right? Where you meet like that?
It's like that.
Yeah, like going perpendicular to where you guys are. And as they pass, you engage him in conversation. And what do you say?
Clan of the Rose. Let's see if that gets his attention. It's an interesting group of people.
And immediately his head goes up. Who are you? And why do you stop me to ask these questions? He takes a step back towards the last light of the streetlight.
Let's see him step back. I just went, don't worry, I just fancied a chat. I have an interest in your gathering. I have... I feel like I may need answers about what is happening to me. See if he's interested.
Well, actually...
Yeah, at that point I'm going to maybe study him to see if see if he's like hostile, or if that interests him, like that I might be of some interest.
Okay. Student to see his reaction.
Yeah.
It'll be risky standard.
Okay. Study. 4.
4.
So I'm telling you that I think there's something wrong with me, and that I think there's something.
He seems somewhat taken aback, first of all, by your brazenness and openness. And seems interested, but in the same way, you're not sure if it's just a humanitarian response of, oh, there's something wrong with you, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Or whether it's a genuine, oh, this is interesting.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is. But there's a flicker of response there, a flicker of emotion. Well, I imagine you should see a doctor first, surely? I don't know why you... how can I help you?
My understanding is that the Clan of the Rose is interested in supernatural matters. I don't think that a doctor would be able to quite diagnose my condition.
I mean, I'm sorry to disappoint, I'm not sure who's told you, but in supernatural we discuss some of the ethics of demonology and spectrology, but in the same way we discuss politics and Leviathan, the practice of the Leviathan hunters, and who will win this year's derby. I mean, it's pub talk. It's students. I'm sorry to disappoint if you thought it was something more, that we would have knowledge to aid.
Is he lying to me?
Oh, can you tell?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh, you're like looking into a mirror.
Yep.
You can always tell when someone or something.
Always tell.
As we learn, this applies to the supernatural, doesn't it?
Yep.
There is no way around this. You can always tell. Yeah, he's absolutely lying to you. Absolutely, he's lying to you.
Kill him.
Yeah. He's telling you it's just students chatting about, topics of the day. And he's not sure what you've heard, and he is definitely hiding something about that. Specifically about that. He's trying to make it sound far more innocent than what he believes it is. I mean, you're welcome to come if you but I would want you to waste your time. It's just simply an informal gathering of friends who like to discuss like-minded friends discussing matters of similar interest.
I shall take you up on your offer. And then I'll just turn around and walk off.
Okay.
And then I guess the next time they have a gathering, I'll attempt to go along.
Okay, so is that your next action or?
Yeah, I think so. Because I didn't really like that one. I didn't really do a downtime action in
Yeah,
that.
sure.
So
Leopold will know this. You go back the next night. They meet every night, it seems. Not every. It's a group of people that you see. Someone like core members who you've seen by sight now stay, and then they seem to have maybe like half of them kind of come every night, and half of them kind of come once a week or a couple times a week. It's that like after every kind of like 7 p.m, 8 p.m, they meet here to just talk. You're taken into the back room. At first, one of them tries to stop you, but you see the mousy-haired gentleman you spoke to, and he says, "Oh no, I've invited him." And as for the first time, you introduced yourselves to each other. What do you call yourself?
My name is. Which one do I use? I'm gonna use Merrick Daines.
Merrick Daines. Okay, my name is Harper. Yes, Harper. I'm the H. It's the ever-growing list of names of H's. And he
We've already got one Harker.
And he introduces you. You never see in RPGs the same name twice. I'm trying to start doing it more often. It's like there's only one John in the whole of the city, and in the whole of the Dungeons and Dragons, there's only one of this guy's name.
I never met a John in Dungeons.
Things are going to get very confusing.
All the Harkers, all the Halls, all the Harvales. I'm going to have Harry next. No. And
I appreciate that you may not. Once we're in the back, right? Once we're further in the back, I appreciate you do not want to speak about your organisation's true nature in the public setting.
For Merrick, honestly, it's a bit of a boring night for you. They talk about local sports. They talk about, there's an argument about the ethics of all Leviathan hunting and about how even if they are demons, if that word is evil, are there such thing as demons really? I mean, what do we actually know about demons? We call it demonology, but in the same way demonology is an umbrella term, it means anything unexplained. These are creatures we just don't yet understand. And no matter how dark or sinister creatures may be, they're still creatures. Is it ethically moral to kill a creature? No, of course demons, we've heard about the... And it's that kind of argument back and forth, and as more drink flows, they get more animated. But there's nothing sinister here, at all. Even though he was definitely lying to you, what you see this night, it's just about a dozen people having drinks, chewing the fat.
Okay. Then it seems I was wrong. And with that, I shall.
Sorry, I mean you seem like a pleasant fellow. If you wish to discuss, we'll have a chat sometime. I mean, you are welcome to join. But unfortunately, if you believe there's something spiritual wrong with you, and a doctor may not be of help, seek a priest.
Okay. I think I'll leave that for now.
He's definitely hiding something.
Definitely, yeah. There's going to be another way to approach that.
Right. How are we going to overcome our current issues? I know off stream we had a conversation to see about what our next move would be.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're both under the impression that we're probably going to have to try and kill. Una?
Yeah.
Una,
So in terms of our overall stuff, we've got to kill Una. Harvales wants to kill Una. We now have Horth that wants us to kill one of the Bowmals because we said that we were being sent by one of the Bowmals.
Sounds right.
So, in the interest of not getting Bowmore involved, I think the best thing of what
I mean, my sort of plan was to kill Una because. I mean, we generally do have to.
Do that.
And then we know Harvale wants us to kill more people. Like there's still 3 other people that he needs us to kill. If what we saw in a vision was correct, and that 6 people basically braised him. We don't know why he wants these people dead either, but we know he wants more people dead. So basically, we're gonna try and. Our price for the next person he wants dead is probably going to be protection, at least in the short term, from Horth, because Horth did say he was going to kill us if we did not kill who sent us to kill her. So, we are probably going to have to kill Una.
Yeah.
I guess now is the question of how do we go about that? I mean, one idea I had was just because we're not that great at killing people. I know we're sort of good at doing, drug deals and like schmoozing people and stuff like that. We're not great at killing people. I was thinking like, could we not just like hire someone to do it, who's just like not involved? Or the other thing is that we know she works with a machine. We know she's got like these scientific experiments going on. If we know where she's doing it, then can we not like don our old uniforms as factory inspectors, go in, tinker with the machine, I'll make it so it does blow up, or it does, you know, malfunction in some way, like catastrophically, like,
Yeah.
you know, like
So call it
absolutely huge, like even like, I don't know, yeah, something like that. What do you think?
Yeah, I
Which
think
way?
that's-
Which way do you like the sound of more?
I think that's probably. I think causing an accident is going to have to be the way, because
We're not going to get anywhere near her.
no,
We're not going to
absolutely
go.
not.
We're
Hawth's going to have bodyguards or have people watching her.
going to have to set something up where she's most comfortable, and I feel she's most comfortable in her work environment, or like, you know, she's going to have to keep working.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, she can't stop her research. Her Hawth's whole thing is that he wants this alternative energy source, and in order to get that, she's got to work. You know, we don't know where she's working at the minute. Like, we'll probably have to do a bit of a gather information to see where she's working at the minute, whether it's still at the factory or at the university or even at Hawth's.
Well, she had an office at the factory, right? So I think
Yes.
that's a permanent.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but now
Oh,
things have
right,
changed
right.
since. Hawth. I don't think Hawth knew that we were trying to kill her. Did she? Did we tell her?
Well, I mean, you guys
Yeah.
kind of set up a meeting to kill her, and you had guns and you're.
Yeah, we were just protecting ourselves.
And we did say let's kill Una. No.
Oh, as they popped out.
yeah. God,
Okay.
can't wait for Una to show up so we can kill her.
But yeah, that's the impression
You
he
know
got.
that you definitely didn't mean her well.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough.
Just wanted to invite her apart.
So yeah, I think the first thing, see what she's doing, and if it's too difficult for us, then we can try and pay someone to do it. We've got like 5, 6, 7. Somebody's better at it, like an assassin.
Yeah.
And then the fact is, like, what is our score? And I guess our score could be the bomb thing, I suppose. I don't know. Is that too much
The
to
idea
do?
is you've got a load of drugs sitting ready for refinement.
True.
You've got the bomb that
Mhm.
you know Lissa won't sit on forever.
I mean, surely the score is setting up the accident, right? Or
This-
because
or
we
killing
really,
Una.
I think
Okay.
we at least want to try that.
Unless you want to
Yeah,
pay someone
before
to
we
do
do
it.
someone
We'll
else.
try that. We'll try that. We're going to go the accident route.
Okay, you're going to try and kill Una.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Can I'm guessing are we going to go to a break?
Yeah,
or-
all downtime done. You happy to?
Yeah, I mean, we might want to do a gather information roll to see
Yeah.
see what she's up to, basically. Like, if she's still around at the factory, or
Sounds
you know
good to me.
what she's doing, basically. Way we do that, I think we put Merrick in his old factory uniform, sit him down in the canteen, and just like talk to people. Ask around.
That guy, Merrick. Yeah, he's a great guy. You know, it's great conversation.
What would your factory worker name be? What would your electroplasm generation power plant name be?
Oh god.
Like Steve?
John Galt.
Colt.
Yeah, something just really like common.
Because we have
like,
still got uniforms, we've still got like, you know,
Yeah.
It's not hard to get work between them.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
So can Merrick do a gather information roll? or not?
Yeah, if you want to gather information, Merrick. You
Yeah.
See
I
if
will do
anyone's
that.
seen her, or like, you know,
Benedict, Cornelius, Edgar, Elijah, Enoch, Henry,
Enoch.
Isaaciah, Homer, Isaac, Jack, Jacob, Jasper,
Homer.
Jonas.
Homer. Homer at the
Homer in the factory, yeah.
Homer in the factory.
I mean,
Eating a
Homer.
You don't. You are Homer.
Drinking his Fud beer.
Have you seen anything? No. Don't. Yeah. I'm going to go to the factory and start.
Can we just say we've chosen to get another name because of H?
Homer.
We have everyone's name needs to be with H next time. And start like talking with the people there.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the name you're using, they're all Acrosian names. Some, you know, got Rubian names, so some if you want a Rubian one, but depends. I mean, obviously it's not a big a deal really, unless you need to live by it. Abbas.
I like Homer.
Ashkin, Amir, Arash, Babak, Basir, Dana.
I like Homer. That's
Homer,
great.
you want Homer, okay.
I'll just put
He's got permatan from the generators.
I'll just put Homer under my aliases.
Homer the workman.
Strips off his bald cap. Ah, surprise!
Yeah, make the other information on man in what you actually doing, consorting.
Okay, so we can sort.
Consorting, so you're making friends at locals, chatting away, sitting there with your little metal lunchbox. You have
Oh, you could like, because you could be saying, oh, she, yeah, you know, she's a salt, isn't she? Like that Una. You've seen her around. I haven't seen her in a while.
Yeah. Like, he's just that kind of like blue collar gossip type.
Yeah.
Consort 3, 3, 4.
Okay, so you get, I think, average information.
Real.
Let's just see how much you get.
Issue by society.
Standard, you get good details. Clarifying and follow-up questions are possible. You tell us, so what you hear from the local workman, sorry, my throat's killing me tonight, is she hasn't been seen for a few days. That no one officially knows what's happened. Just like, she comes and goes, it's not unusual. And that they just assume she has been working on the academic papers. Whenever you ask, so she comes and goes, we haven't seen her for a few days now. That's not unusual. If you go, oh, is that strange? No, it's not unusual. No, not really. She, like, you knew her, you don't know. Yeah, she comes and goes. I know she's a bit of a celebrity around here, but no, she comes and goes. A lovely girl I can talk to. Always got time for us. Always happy to discuss the works. Knows a factory, that girl. And it's not just a pretty face. Really has got the brains of a workman up there. She be driving this generation forward at that power with some of the stuff she's got going on. Yeah, no one's seen her for a few days.
Well, that means that she's probably
not there.
no.
Well, I think we're
Yeah.
off probably.
I'll give Holtz another job.
Okay.
I'll give Holtz a job to track her down. See what she's doing. See where she is.
This will cost a coin.
Yeah. I assumed it would cost some money.
Roll 2 dice for Holtz. Okay, if you've got any clarifying questions, you can ask them. Or any follow-up questions you want to wish.
Oh yeah.
But,
I was going to ask if anyone knows of any of anywhere else she does work. Like, she's you say she does academic papers in the university.
Yeah, sometimes she lectures there. So you can always go and see if she's lecturing or got an upcoming lecture booked.
Okay, I think that's all I wanted to know.
Is she part of the city's elite?
No, she is while she is wealthy and somewhat wealthy because of her intellect, she is not an elite.
Okay.
She's worked to where she is.
2 dice. Yes. 1 of the 3.
He can't find her.
Full
stop, categorically. He has heard she was seen at the university about Vega, in the company of several of her usual crew, and took some papers and some carriage and left. Last he's seen, she was heading towards Brightstone. So that's the last sort of thing he's got on her.
And that is where Horse Mansion is.
Yeah, she'll totally be at Horse Mansion. Oh man, you have no idea how bad I want to take the bomb and just go to Horse Mansion rather than
Blow that shit up. I'll ask Tombstone whether... I'll point on the map where Horse Mansion is and ask her whether there's a doorway to this place.
Tombstone's gonna roll.
Damn it, Tombstone!
She said. Basically, she said I'll be back BRB.
BRB. I'm joking in. Basically, I pop some record.
She's like, I'll be right back, I'll be right back. And she appears about 4 hours later.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I got lost. I can't find one, but I can get you close.
In the grounds? Because
Maybe.
we could just take a carriage. We could just take a carriage there, you know.
Well then,
Close isn't good enough.
like, the carriage might be safer for someone with a weak constitution as you.
Look. Can you get us there or not?
I can't do it yet.
What do you need?
More time, maybe, to keep. So I think. I mean, it's not like, you know, it's trial and error in there. I mean, you've seen it. It's not simple. Like, in case of A to B, it's A to Z to D to F to G to B, and then trying to link that quicker each time,
Yes.
whilst, you know, trying to fend off ravenous memories or echoes, or avoiding the many pitfalls and. Did you see the game last night, by the way? It was fantastic, wasn't it? I mean, absolutely delightful. And then she just goes, she's gone.
I don't know. What do you want to do? We know she's probably there.
Yeah.
I just sort of... I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Like I say, I kind of want to just take the bomb and take it there.
That would
But
piss
that would
everyone
piss
off.
everyone off.
I don't think we even need a bomb. I think
No.
Thaddeus can make something with that much power could catastrophically react and probably blow up his well,
Well, we know
at
that,
least
yeah, he's
part
got,
of
he's
his
got a
mansion.
bunch of machines in his mansion, right?
That's what I mean. That's where I think she's working, basically. That's where I'd imagine he's moved her to. I mean, I can't find her, so.
Yeah. Should we sneak in and have a look around?
Well, they've got to take like deliveries of like electroplasm and stuff like that, haven't they, to fund their research?
Yeah.
So, is there a way you could? I don't know. Maybe we could hide on that, and then make that blow up. I just want to blow someone up. I don't know. She's not there. I don't know how to find her.
No.
You can't find her at the factory or the university where she'd normally be, and Holtz's last solid lead is her in a carriage to Brightstone after picking up some papers from the university.
Yeah.
So the question remains.
I don't know. I want to kill her, but I don't know how. I don't know how. It's
A lot of families have gone from one not wanting to kill her to, well, now she's escaped, I want to kill her.
Yeah.
I mean, Thadeus doesn't really want to kill her, but it's the only.
Oh, it
option.
is Thunder Night tonight. It's the 10th of Caliber.
What's Thunder Night?
It's a yearly celebration of the erection of the lightning barriers around the city. A traditional thunderclap is sounded by the spirit wardens, a mark of respect to the immortal emperor that he is seen and heard by all. So, yes, it's the 10th of Caliber. It's the 4th night. It actually has literally we track the time. It's actually, if you look at them saying
It is.
noise and bombs, it's actually worked out.
I don't know how we're
So
going
it
to
was
do
the it was the 8th of Caliber when you got kidnapped. It's been 40 hours since probably in game. You've gone back twice to the bar. The next night. This is the third. You haven't got to do it because we can always skip from the night. You know, the option's there if it was something you wanted.
Yeah, absolutely.
To hide noise like a bomb.
If this isn't time critical, then maybe we should just maybe we should make a trip to the lamp blacks and get the bomb at least, and then we can decide what to do with it. And...
The Lamblocks haven't got the bomb. We need to deliver it to the Lamblocks.
Oh yeah,
The
sorry.
crows
The red
have got
sashes.
the-
Red
yeah,
sashes. I meant.
The crows and the red sashes of the bomb.
Yeah.
Well, specifically, it's Lissa.
Listen, right.
Yes. Yeah, we'll schedule a meeting with Lister and
Yeah.
attempt to get. And we need a plan to do that as well. I don't know what to do.
But first part of the plan is going to be to get the bomb. So let's.
No, but she needs a plan. We need to tell her what we're going to do with it and how we're gonna get it in there.
Oh yeah, we did say we'd do that.
Nothing's changed. The reason, so that for those at home, the reason I've not done like any downtime behind the scenes, it's literally you pick it.
It's been like
it's
a
the
day.
same. Yeah, it's the same thing for the week. It's been a couple of days.
Yeah.
So the last you heard, just to refresh, was that Lissa has now recovered from her wounds, has taken the public to show everyone in the district that she's in charge, still in charge. The crows who defected with Belle have been allowed back into the crew, and they're fighting the further to prove their loyalty. Some of them remain with the Longblacks. Red Sashes are enjoying their rise in the underworld. Their alliance with the crows provide them a stable power base, as they operate many of the Lampblacks' former vice dens. Apparently Brill's helping them do this.
Does the bomb have to be their base? Can we get them to a location and then blow them
So
up?
the reason Litza wanted the base blown up is because the Lampblacks' coal warehouse is like a fortress.
Oh, right.
And she wanted, and because the coal is so fine, she believes that, and what she's been told is it'll make hell of a bomb. It'll make hell of an explosion.
Okay, we'll send
It's
a
also a symbol, isn't it?
We'll send a letter to thingy. What's his name?
Baggio.
Baggio Baz. Yeah. We'll send a letter saying further to our last successful shipment last month of Spark. You know, they gave us a massive shipment of Spark, and we sold it all for them.
Yeah.
We'll say, have you got any more this month for us to sell? And we'll say we'll send a carriage, and that will be our plan to get the bomb there.
Okay.
To pick up the bomb, to pick up the drugs instead of it being empty. It will have a bomb inside.
Okay. Cool. So Baggio will reply to your letter back, saying absolutely.
I mean, I won't tell Baggio that in the letter. There's a bomb in the carriage.
Don't really your plan, Baggio.
No.
P.S. The carriage will be empty with the bomb.
The carriage will be empty. Put the drugs in the empty carriage. I'll keep underlining
This is not a trap. Underline.
Do not look under the seat.
Yeah. You have no reason to fear. You get a letter back the next day saying absolutely.
I'll write. Oh, could I put in a letter that we want double this time?
Flashback, yeah.
Flashback. We want double.
No, he said no. You're not paying double. You pay what you pay.
No. We don't want double money. We want double product.
Oh, the product. In which case he says it'll take him. He'll be able to get you half up front again, and he'll take a bit longer to get the next half. But we can do it, yeah.
We'll wait for the full. If it's going to take longer, we'll still get. We'll sell it back, and we'll tell them we'll sell it by the end of the month.
Yeah.
But we'll take the extra few days to get the full shipment.
Okay. Exactly. Yeah. The letter comes back and goes, "Hey lad," you read in his voice, like, "Hey lads, it's great to hear from you. It's absolutely. I'm sure you know it's been a bit tough for us. So really, extra can be most welcome."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we go to Lissa with this plan.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's arrange a meeting with Lissa and both go.
Yeah.
So, as you head to the rookery, the tower, the 3-story tower the crows operate out of, which overlooks Crow's Foot, like the tower of a castle surveying its domain. It's that rickety kind of tower, like it's not a straight tower, like it's a 3-story building that comes to a point. You guys, as you walk up, you just see for open doors and hatchways, it's just crows everywhere. They swarm the place, indeed, like their namesake, as if it was a nest or a roost. Just with those black feathers sticking out when they're always on their pauldrons, or somewhere on their person. You lump up the steps, boom, boom, boom. As you get to the top, Lissa's there at the end of the table, and she's eating an apple with a knife, just kind of like stabbing it, slicing it, sticking it in her mouth. As you walk in, there's a few of the crows see playing some kind of game of chance, some dice game in the corner, on the very fine, large table she has. And she's got a few papers, she's kind of like half looking at them, discarding them. As you walk in, pulls her feet down, sits up and goes, "I was almost beginning to think you'd miss me. So, you asked to meet, here we are, here I am. Here I am, here we are. Here we are."
Things seem to be going very much your way.
Of course they fucking
I've heard about your success in the what's been known as the Market Day Massacre.
Oh, was there any fucking doubt?
Not at all.
Exactly.
I'm guessing our arrangement is still in place, even after this great victory of yours.
I did wonder if you were going to take me up on it, because it's been a few days now. I haven't heard anything, and I heard that the vultures were indeed dealt with.
Well,
The vultures have been dealt with, yes.
So you're in then?
that frees us up to focus our attentions squarely on our relationship.
What if I told you someone else has already done it?
Well, I didn't hear any explosions any time, in the last few days. So they obviously haven't done it yet, have they?
Well, you are an astute one. But what if I mean that someone's already taken the offer?
We took the offer.
No. I made the offer. You said you were going to do it. And then a week passed and I didn't hear anything. So what if I told you now someone's already taken that and you just dumb out of luck?
I'd say you'd made the wrong decision in that case.
And if you were to do it, just humour me. How would you do it? How
Well,
would you get Bajou on side?
we sold. Well, we'd
We have a good professional relationship with Lamblacks. We can leverage that to.
Glad one if you can talk.
we sold a lot of drugs to him last month. Sorry, we sold a lot of drugs for him
On his
last month.
behalf.
You did.
I feel like his greed maybe got the better of him this month. We've said we would sell double the amount this month for him. We'd send. Why am I telling you our plan if you've already got someone to do it? You can fuck off and let them do it. I'm not giving you any ideas.
I'm just curious because
Well, who have you got to do it?
now who's asking the questions?
Exactly. I think it's the least you can do for us, to be honest.
Well, don't you take that fucking tone of voice with me in my house? You remember your place? You come in here asking for me for a job.
We were taking you up on a job you offered.
Well, I offered you quite a while ago. Now, tell me the plan or get the fuck out.
See you
I
later.
wanna study her reaction to see if she's genuine. Is that what? Okay.
Well, actually take him.
A serious study. I'm just observing her
Yeah.
how she's acting, whether she
So you get
actually
to see
has-
whether she's lying or not. Is she
she's
lying
not,
about that?
She's not. She's wording it in a good. She's saying "what if" though.
Yeah, she's not. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not. I don't think the way of working.
It's not.
It's
black
not
and
lying.
white, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a way around it.
He's being clever.
I said.
This is being tricksy.
Yeah. I'm gonna study her reaction anyway.
Okay, risky standards.
Basically, an insight roll. Risk
Risky
standard.
standards.
It's 6.
And what is it? What are you looking for? To see if she's actually got it, or
See if she's actually hired someone else.
You don't believe she has,
Okay, cool.
and that she's dangling the opportunity because it's like, oh, you took a few days, and it's that. Oh, it's that attention thing more than anything. It's like,
yeah.
you took a
It's
few
just
days.
it's like games.
Okay, now I'm fucking with you a little bit, and that. But you also knew that you probably do know that Alyssa could get someone else. That it's not an empty threat. She could get someone else to do it. You've got no doubt of that probably. The one that would jump to mind for you, maybe the War Rats,
Yeah.
because you have the same relationship with Bajou as they kind of did.
So I start to stand up to go. I'm guessing you.
Yeah, I think I'd
pull me
do
back.
the same thing.
Wait, you're
Oh,
not going to pull me down after you know she's lying. Why wouldn't you pull me down?
I just want to call a bluff more than anything, but
So as you go goodbye,
Yeah.
she goes. Literally just turns back to her papers, puts her feet back up, stabs the apple again, continues eating it.
I'm as I start to walk, I'm going to turn back and say,
So as you turn back, she looks up.
I know from my military background, I know how difficult it is to handle explosives. I know most of the people who handle explosives in this city. And I don't think you're working with any of them.
Calling me a liar.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm telling you what I think.
See, the beautiful thing about a bomb, I'm sure you'd know this, is it explodes one way or the other, even if you get it wrong. So as long as we get it to sight, I feel pretty good.
I mean, your logic is flawed, first of all, because if that
And with that, her eyes blaze and laser.
if that bomb explodes when it's not in their place, it's just going to do damage to whoever holds that bomb, i.e. you, or the people you've hired.
Well, my logic isn't flawed then, because as you rightly said, as long as it's at the place, it's fine.
and
So
if that bomb should
Oh,
end
and the
up in
second
their
one,
hands.
second one's appeared. Get it to sight. I trust the person, they'll do the job. Put the two wires together. Or just throw a grenade at it, or just shoot it.
Good thing it's that simple.
I've seen the bomb. How are they going to conceal it? I know how I'd conceal it. I know how I'd remotely detonate
I've
it.
asked this and you were not willing to share, so how do I know you've got a real plan? How do I know you actually know how to do it? Or is this just some kind of bluff to get your hands on a weapon? I don't know that. That's my answer.
And do you trust an expert when you tell him to do his job?
An expert? Yeah, I do.
I'm
Do I
gonna
trust a lying, murderous thief? No. Someone who
Are
was
we all lying, murderous thieves?
someone who was discharged from the military dishonorably?
Yes.
Well, you've got a great resume of honour, haven't you? This society we have operates on mutual respect and trust and expertise. You have the expertise. You do not have to trust and respect. Those things are earned, not demanded. I asked you a question. How would you do it? You were not willing to share.
We conceal it in one of our carriages and remotely detonate it.
How would you remotely detonate it?
What, you want me to go into the science of how a remotely detonator works?
And what she does now, then she reaches underneath and she pulls out plans for the bomb and goes, yeah, I do. Show me how you're going to remotely detonate this.
I'll flashback and do a study roll.
Okay, so what we'll do then is you go into the details of how you do it. In fact, make the study roll and see if you can convince her. Risk and standard.
6.
6 and 2. So as you're going back, and now as Thadeus begins to go into his real expertise of how he would indeed set the bomb off, which will come to technical terms in a bit. You see Lissa, and she asks some poignant questions. Ones that you'd read has now heard her display before of, but just should have brought up, was a facade. She knows enough, at least. The question she answered, she knows enough to know a working knowledge of this. This is not a child with a toy, this is someone who has thought about what they've got. And it really does drive home the ruthlessness this woman has. This young woman, what she's got. And now she's got that scar across her eye, and she's nearly been shot and stabbed. Well, she has been shot and stabbed, they've been killed on multiple occasions. You can see that this hard streaking of just win at all costs is there. And it's almost a little scary. It's like being close to that fire. If, you can feel the heat and you get too close and you can feel that burning coming off. Because this isn't some spoiled kid who's killed their leader and taken over a gang. This is someone who is cold, meticulous, and has really thought this is the best solution to the problem, is to make the fucking statement, if you cross me, everything you have will be destroyed. And you convince her that you're the person for the job.
Okay.
You convinced me, Thadeus. I feel the job is yours. Do you want the job?
We'll take the job. I apologise for my crass and fiery temper.
Apologies mean nothing for me. Get the job done. Consider it forgiven when Barger's dead. Send this whole fucking crew screaming to a fiery hell.
Cool.
Very well.
Pleasure, gentlemen. Always a pleasure. So, you can work out the finer details of when the bomb will arrive and when you will take it. Well, I'll go for a break.
Yep.
Cool. So, my guys, back in about 10-15 minutes, I get something to eat, something to drink, and we'll come into tonight's score, which will likely involve an explosion.
Hopefully.
of some sort, at least. From
knows?
something. I feel like at minimum Thad's going to throw a grenade, so he usually does. So the bandolier at least will come
It's
out.
minimum smoke.
A
Minimum smoke grenade.
Yep.
It's cool. So, Doug, I'll catch you in 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, see you then.